Welcome back to Breaking Bad Habits. This is a space where we're breaking patterns to build purpose. First, I want to teach you about a breathing technique that I've learned. It's called box breathing, and it's when you inhale for 4, you hold for 4, then you exhale for 4, and then you hold for 4, and then you repeat that. And this activates your parasympathetic nervous system. This will help with relaxation to pull you out of that sympathetic nervous system of stress, calms your heart rate, and just lets your body relax. Now, during this technique, you may notice some things. The first time I did it, you may, I felt kind of panicky, but the more I relaxed into it and observed myself and just trusted and surrendered, that's when I got a lot of benefit from this. So if you notice that, maybe you need more of this breath technique. And it is so extremely helpful that I actually ended up falling in love with this technique. I want you just to tune in with your body for a moment. So close your eyes and just recognize your breathing patterns. Don't change anything, just observe. Do you feel any sensations in your body? Maybe you feel it in your shoulders. Maybe in your forehead. Maybe you're squinting. Maybe you feel it in your hips. Maybe you feel it in your chest. Tune into it. Bring awareness to those sensations and relax. Now, I want you to inhale for 4. So, hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Open your eyes. What did you notice in your body? How did you feel during that breath? And how do you feel now? It all starts with you in your own body in this experience of life. And we try to categorize everything in our lives with how we feel. Anxiety does not exist. And I'm just going to say that. People are just not familiar with self regulating, releasing those sensations, releasing that emotional distress that we build up maybe throughout the week or throughout the day. And we need to release that to come back to center with ourselves. We hold on to this illusion of the past. We hold on to the emotional distress of the past. And the crazy thing is the past is just an illusion that we create. It no longer exists. We define ourselves from the past. We hold on to the past, and it is no longer here in our present moment. We keep recreating it in our lives, living as the same person as we were in the past, and we let it define us. And we want to categorize ourselves and put us in these box of, of all these little things. Like people say that they have anxiety and all these different things, but in reality, is that serving you? because then you keep reliving that experience. You keep creating that same experience and you're not releasing that tension in order to build our purpose and to put us in the direction of where we're supposed to be and allow for divine intervention when we are constantly gripping on white knuckling it and living in the past, we are closing ourselves off to what's possible in this world, this beautiful universe. We're not allowing for divine intervention. We're not allowing for new possibilities to present them to us because we are not allowing it. And we're living as that same person as we were in the past. We keep creating that by building it into our personality by being angry and bitter. And we keep recreating that. When we use these techniques, these tools in our lives to help regulate ourselves and to open ourselves up to becoming our best self by regulating our central nervous system, calming it down to envision our future and teach us how to respond differently to our life, because you are the common denominator in your life. And if you want to change a relationship, if you want to change anything in your life, you must change first. You can't rely on your environment to change before you change, because that's not how it works. You can't wait for someone in your relationships to change. You must change first. Once you introduce more love into your life, into your relationships, that's when it's going to change, because it reduces that tension, it closes that gap, it electrifies relationships. When you go to the grocery store, you're going to even have different interactions. Even when you leave your house on the road, the commute to work, you're going to have different interactions. Your drive to work is going to move with harmony. You're going to be present in it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to fall in love with that sunrise. And when you leave work, you're going to be grateful for the sunset, and you're going to be grateful for your work environment. You're going to be grateful for your relationships. You're going to be grateful for your own life once you show up differently and you teach your nervous system to respond, because that's how we communicate with the world subconsciously. That's how people feel. um, People is through our central nervous system. That's how we communicate. That's how we send out vibrational frequencies. That's how people can feel us. Like when people walk into the room and they're just like, they come in, they're so positive and they have this like aura around them, right? You can see it in their skin, you can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their hair. Like you can literally see it. And that's how we communicate without even knowing it. Like, oh, that person's upset, or no, that person is just like beautiful. Like people can feel it. And it's so important to know that you are the common denominator in your life. You must change before anything else can change. Your relationships are going to change. The relationships that you feel like are not going good and they have a lot of tension and you show up differently in them, I promise you, get ready, because love is the highest vibrational frequency ever, and it closes gaps, it changes relationships, it changes people. Bring more love into your life. And when you close that gap within yourself and you get rid of that emotional distress and you show up as love, you're going to feel better. Your life's going to change. Things are going to come your way that you just have never even expected. Your heart's going to be open. It's going to fly out of your chest. It's just so crazy. It's so beautiful what love can do for you. Thank you so much and have such a wonderful day.